Hey everyone, I'm back with another watercolor drawing of a random Google Street View. This time it is a random street in the Channel Islands. I kind of just wanted to draw and talk about what's on my mind lately. So I've been thinking a lot about the pandemic and what it means to be normal. I feel like a lot of people talk about like these unprecedented times when they're talking about the pandemic and how it has changed their plans or like changed the way that we interact with people. And I think there's a sense that we want to return to normal as soon as possible. But it really begs the question of like, what is normal after something like this happens? I feel like I kind of don't want things to return to normal. Obviously, I don't want things to be like this forever, but I think that the pandemic has really highlighted things that need to change and that you can't ever return to normal after an event like this. You can only make things better than they were before and hope that you learn something from this. Yeah, I think if we return to normal, inequalities would still exist in the world, and I hope that the pandemic is a lesson learned. I mean, not to attach any like moral high ground to people suffering, but I think for things to return to normal is a little bit of a fallacy. I think we should be thinking about like how our sense of interacting with people has changed. Yeah, I guess I don't really have any real answers for this. It's just something that I've been thinking about lately, about what normal means or what does precedented mean. Because you never really know when like a huge event or huge disaster will hit you or someone you know or your country. It's just, I think I realized that life is a lot more volatile than people realize, and that we're kind of lulled into a sense of false security when we think of things as normal or constant, but the only real constant is change, and that every single event allows us to build on what we have learned before. I guess that's just what I've been thinking about lately. I hope you find these videos kind of interesting. It's just a time-lapse of me drawing with watercolor, but I find it very meditative. I think watercolor, especially drawing the Google Street View or buildings, can be very meditative. All you have to do is focus on the relationship between different lines and shapes and buildings and make sure the measurement is correct. Like your personal idea of how far things are from each other is as accurate as possible, and then you just kind of follow along with what colors you perceive are in the scene, and by the end you have a result that is somewhat close to what you saw but not completely perfect, and it's a reflection of how you view the street and where your abilities are currently. Yeah, I don't know, I just find it very meditative to think about something that doesn't relate to the rest of my life. Just focus on something very simple and very methodical, like drawing architecture and painting with watercolor. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of why I like drawing. I'm curious of what you guys think about like what normal or precedented means, especially in the face of a pandemic like this current moment, and why you guys enjoy drawing, or why you guys, or what kind of activity that you do that keeps your mind off of things, that it's very systematic and routine, whether that be like cooking or folding laundry or whatever. Yeah, I'm just curious of what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this somewhat entertaining.
Wow.